Okie dokie. Let's start on the floor. Let's do a little hip warm up and then we'll come up to standing and we'll do band work. So any comfortable position you want to start in. Start with your legs straight. Let's bend that top knee and bring your knee and toe down to the floor and then stretching back. So it may be harder to get knee and toe down for the first couple of tries. Bear with it. The goal is to keep your hips as still as you can. And you're just moving. You're using your legs, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, but your pelvis rocking back and forth. So take time, I'm having trouble talking this morning, so thanks for putting up with me. Welcome, everyone is here now, yay. Be patient, let your body warm up, and see if you can ease into the movement if you can't get into it right away. Good. Let's come on to our backs. And let's start with our feet, about as wide as a yoga mat. And take our knees down side to side. One more each direction. And then we're going to go side, side, center, and lift. It's a whole different position. Side, side, center, and lift. Side, side. We get to take our tired bodies and get them off the floor. Last one. Center, and lift. For a moment, just bring your knees into your chest. See how your back feels on the floor. Make some circles. Wake up those back muscles slowly. And then we'll roll over onto your other side or roll up and do a butt pivot, your choice. And let's do our leg work on side 2. So top knee is bent, bottom leg is straight, and we're reaching for the floor and back. Two more. 7 and 8. Okay. Let's do a quick open book stretch. We don't usually do this in the beginning. Let's reach forward with that arm. Instead of opening like a book, let's trace an arc around our heads. Hold on to your knees and try to pull your shoulder down to the floor. We're going to do that 2 more times, not trying to hold it yet. My shoulder isn't getting down to the floor, and that's okay. This is the beginning of the workout. Our bodies are cold. We just rolled out of bed or whatever you were doing all day. Let's pop up and go to the other side. Same thing. We're just trying to wake things up. Before we go to bands for the upper body, let's wake the shoulders up just a little bit more. So tracing an arc or a windmill, a rainbow around your head, pulling with your back muscles, and then sliding your hand back across your chest, out to the front and around. One side might feel much easier than the other. Just notice it. Good. Let's come up on hands and knees. Make some big circles. And reverse. And let's come up to standing. First, let's rock back onto our toes. I'm sitting in a little frog squat if you can. We're going to push through our hands. And come into a forward fold. And then bring your hands onto your thighs and roll it up. So we need a loop band, a light one, for doing our upper body, and a heavier one for doing our lower body. So Tuesday's warm up we warm up shoulders with a flat band. Today we're doing it loops. Got your bands. Let's roll our shoulders back and around. Yellow or green if you're using the set that I gave you, either one is fine. So shoulders back and down, and I want you to pull your shoulder blades together, and that be your focus. Not how far apart you can pull your hands, how much activation you can get out of your back muscles. Okay, and then we're gonna take that pull and make it a little pulse. So you're gonna hold it out. And we're gonna pulse and lift our arms, bring our arms overhead. And then bring them down. And one more time, going up. We're gonna hold it up here and do a side bend. And come up, let your hands relax, pull them apart, and go side bend the other way. Up, relax your hands, then pull the band apart again. Side one, up, relax your hands, pull them apart, down for side two. Good job. And now let's pulse our arms all the way back down. And go into bicep curls. So take your thumbs up towards your shoulders. 9, 8, 7, blah, blah, blah. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your thumbs up at your shoulders. We're going to reach up and pull. Shoulders protract and retract. Your shoulder blades, I mean. Protract, retract. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Keeping the band. My shoulders are getting tired too. Keeping the band in front of your shoulders. You're going to reach up, pull down behind your head, reach up, pull down in front. So pulling down behind, if your band's a little stiff, it's going to be hard to get as low. Don't worry about it. It's what you're feeling, not what the band is doing, right? So I want you to feel like you're pulling with your back muscles and releasing, pull with your back muscles and release. If your hands get to here, but you're getting a good pull, that's great. And one more. Let's put that band down and swing your arms out. And I cleaned up my room. I need to find my heavier band for legs. So if yellow and green are light, blue and black are heavier. You don't have to go super heavy for this. We're going to start with the band over your feet. I'm going to bring my crib sheet over here. Okay. So the band is over your feet. You have something to hold on to for balance if you need it. You're not shifting your weight all the way over. I want you to try to stay weighted over one leg. And from here, we'll pull up for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you need to swap bands, no big deal. Swap it out and come on back. And up. You want to feel your thighs working, hip flexors working. Do more on this side. And bring your feet down. Shake your legs out a little bit. We're going to point the toe on the first leg. The band is still around your foot. And staying up as tall as you can, we're going to push back. Really isolating the hamstring. and bring it down. And we'll go to side 2. Again, you want to stay tall. What I mean by that is sometimes when you're pushing back, bodies tend to go forward. I want you to keep your body as tall as you can. So we're isolating that leg. 5, 6. Looks good. 10, 11, and 12. Okay, now let's put the band around your ankles. Woo. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 3 steps each direction. So you're going to hinge back in a little squat. Your hips are holding you. That's where you want to feel it. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, out to the side for 10. 8, 9, 10. Woo. Reset, 3 steps the other way. And 10 little step outs on the other side. 7, 8, 9. Just to the side. Shake your legs out. Reset. 3 steps to side 1. We're going to tap back. So I want you to push back and back. Nice and light. Standing leg is doing a lot of work. And the other side. Tap back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take that band off. Woo-wee. Let's shake your legs out. Just like that. And if you're using a mat, we're going to come to one end of it. We're going to do our little flow. I won't call it a yoga flow because I'm not a yogi. But we're going to take a big breath up. Exhale. Swan dive down. Walk your hands out to a plank. And from here, we'll come up to a down dog. Bring left knee in for a knee tuck. Left leg up for a leg lift. And left leg, or left foot to left hand. And rotate up. And bring it down. Step it back into a plank. Hike it up. Pedal out your feet. We don't have to rush through this. Pedal out your feet. Push both heels down and lift your hips up. See if you can release through your back. And when you come forward into your plank, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Hike it up. Right foot to the air. Bring it back down. Right foot towards your right hand. And rotate. We're going to go one more on each side. Hike it up. Bring your knee in. Lift that leg up. Take it to the side. And rotate. Bring it back down. Step it back. Hike. Bring your knee in. Leg up. Foot to your hand. And rotate. Nice. And let's come down onto your hands and knees. Literally hands and knees. Your feet are going to be up off the floor. We're going to do 6 bird dogs, 3 on each side this way. So your hands can stay under your shoulders because this is a ridiculously unstable position. And let's go. 1. And bring it back in. You can keep your fingertips on the floor if that helps. We're all going to be super wobbly. Whoop. But we are going to come back and do this the second time. So we'll see how your brain has processed it. Okay. Finding your heavy band. Hopefully you haven't tossed it away, too far away. We're going to come down on our sides. And we're going to do 10 teeter-totters. So internal, external, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Okay, we're gonna keep the band on our knees and roll onto our backs. And we're gonna set up for a bridge. And again, you want your feet as wide as you need to feel the band. If your band is too stretchy, you might want to go a little heavier if you have one. But from here, check in that your back is flat on the floor. Maybe go into a posterior tilt if that helps flatten it out. We're going to press through your feet, lift up into a bridge. From here, we're going to march. 1, going to 20. Halfway there. $19 and $20. Good job. We're rolling it over and doing our teeter-totters on side 2. So knees are about 45 degrees. Leg is lifted, knee down, heel down. Knee to knee, heel to heel. 9, 10. Good work. So let's take the band off our knees and come back and do our bird dogs. So starting up, your feet off the ground, knees hip width apart, hands under your shoulders, shoulder width apart. Let's stretch it out for 6, 5, 4. These are hard. 3. Keep your hands down on the floor if you need to. And get your body used to feeling that instability and responding to it by building and remembering how to keep stable when your body is rocking all over the place. Okay, back to side 1, teeter-totters. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rolling onto your back. There's nothing graceful about it. So, taking your feet wide enough so that you feel the band above your knees. And we're going to lift up into a bridge. Doesn't have to be a very high bridge, but it does need to be a very stable bridge. So if you find yourself dropping, but your hips are stable, that's okay. If you're up here and you can't lift your feet without wobbling all over the place, that's too far. So find a nice stable spot, and then let's pull against that band for 20. 3, 4, 5. And 20. Bring it down, hug your knees in, roll it up. We have our clamps on the other side. So, teeter-totter, knee to knee, heel to heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Let's take that band off. Put it to the side. I don't think we're going to use it again, but you never know. Let's come into our plank. We're going for 40 seconds this week. Are you there? We're going to start counting now. I'll give myself 10 extra seconds. Here we go. So think about if you can feel your back sagging and your ribs sagging, and try to pull your ribs up by protracting your shoulder blades and lifting the rib cage up, not by piking the hips as much. So pulling the ribs up, pushing the hips down to help even out your back. Keep the work in the abs out of the hip flexors. We have 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We're back on side 1, whichever side you are doing first. You could do side 2 first for this. That's a different exercise. Lift up out of your shoulder, V-ups. Elbow to one knee, elbow to two knees, arm to one leg, arm to two legs. Whatever floats your boat this morning. As long as you're getting a nice side crunch out of it. 7, and 10. Good. Let's come on to our bellies. We have 6 W push-ups. The only ones you have to do today. So head is neutral, lift your arms, pull and extend your back, reach, come to your shoulders, and press yourself up. Reach, pull, reach, press. Reach, pull, reach, press. I want you to come up in a plank. It's really hard to do that. 4, we have 1 more. Reach, pull, reach, plank. And let's come into position to do our obliques on the left side. Whoops, going down too low. Legs angle forward. You roll back on the meat of your tush. We're going to take, you can have your knees bent or straight. We're going to take 1 elbow to 1 knee, or 1 elbow to 2 knees, or hand to ankles, or shins, or knees, whatever you reach to. 5, and 10. Good. Let's roll it over. We're going to go through that quickly. 40-second plank. You can't rush a 40-second plank. It's 40 seconds no matter how you call it. We'll pop up in 3, 2, and 1. So you can play around with this. You can make it more interesting. You can do shoulder shrugs, protracting and retracting your shoulders, checking in with where your rib cage is, seeing if you can feel it lifting or sagging. You don't want to be here. You want to stay in that nice straight line. Body is strong. We have 15 seconds left. And we have 3, 2, 1. Onto your side. Quick set of V-ups. No sleepy shoulder. You want to stay up nice and tall. And let's hit it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over onto your belly. We'll go right into our W push-ups. Reach, pull, reach, and press. It helps to do a big exhale as you press up. Pull, reach, and 3, 2, reach, pull, reach, press. Pull, and rock back into child's pose, stretch your back out. 1 more set of V-ups, and we move on again. Okay, last one, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and I'm gonna switch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna roll over onto our bellies, moving on. We have swimmers and side planks and lower ab crunches. 20 swimmers, arms and legs up. Mm-hmm. 13. 19 and rest. It's the kind of thing where if you start thinking about it too much, which arm and leg is moving, you can get all balanced up like I just did. So let's grab a light weight. We're gonna do side plank. There's no rest for the weary. So you can do your side plank from your knees, or you can do it from your feet. You stacked or staggered, doesn't matter. We're gonna take it up 2, 3, 4, 5, and because this is Thursday, we're gonna go 5 the other way too. So hip up to ceiling. Breathe. 4 and 5. Bring it down. Let's roll over onto your back. We do these with knees bent. It's pulling in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last round of side planks, and then we move on. Staggered feet, stacked feet, or from your knees. We're gonna do 5 front raises like this. 2, 3. And then bring the weight to your hip, and we'll do 5 hip to ceiling. 2, 3, side raises. 4 and 5, bring it down. Nice work. Let's do something different today. Let's start on our knees and just swing your arms out a little bit. We're gonna do 5 surrenders, no, 4 surrenders, so we're even, 2 on each side. If you're new to them, it's getting up from a kneeling position to standing and then back down to kneeling. We usually start standing, but since we're already on the floor, we're gonna do it from here. If you need to use your hands, use your hands. The goal is ultimately to do everything either with your hands behind your head or to use weights as we're doing this. We're in the middle of a workout, so let's keep it weightless. See if you can keep your hands behind your head, and we'll come up, up, down, down, and we're going to switch lead legs. Take it forward, press up, down, and down. One more each side, up, up, down, and down, up, up, down, and down. Nice work. Grab a drink, find your weights. We have our conditioning sections coming up. You should be feeling nice and warm. I get moving fast, my mat gets in the way, so away it goes. So we'll get going in 10 seconds. We start with our side step and circle. So the legs are this, side to side. And the weight makes a circle and reaches. You want to keep it close to your body when you're making that circle, and let it go out. We have 40 seconds of this. Heart rate should be coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold on to this weight. You want to put it down. We're gonna get going in 10 seconds. It's a very short break. We have our sumo squats to a balancing twist. And we go in 3, 2, 1. Weight at your waist, sink it down and lift it up. Twist over the leg that comes up. Don't go the other way. 3. Good. 4. I don't know why I'm counting. We're doing this for time. There we go. Sink low, come up high, keep the weight close to your body. Wide out, extra back strain if you don't have to. And we stop in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold on to that weight. We have our alternating stiff leg deadlift. So the weight is gonna stay very close to your leg. Please don't reach it out in front of you. That's more back than we want. So let's roll our shoulders back and down. Back is flat and not working, all in the hips. Let's hit it. Alternating legs. Take your time, focus on form. It's hard to do these really fast, but we're doing the best we can do. As many as we can do with good form in 40 seconds. Almost there. One side is going to feel better than the other. That's okay. And rest. Put our weights down. And we come down onto the floor. Last exercise here was plank to side plank. This week, it's mountain climbers. And keep our heart rate up. So we'll start in 5 seconds. Find your plank. And let's go. Slow or fast. You can put your elbows or your hands up on a counter or a table. Take some of the pressure off your wrists. You can also jog in place standing up if you don't want to be on your wrist so much. 10 seconds. And rest. Good job. Let's take about a minute here, let your heart rate come down, and then we'll come back to our side steps with the circles. Grab a drink. Your heart rate. Let's go in 10 seconds. Find your weight. And let's go. Little circles and reach. Halfway through. Core is working hard. You gotta stop the momentum of the weight. Guys, you're doing great. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold on to that weight. We only have 20 seconds. We go back to our sumo squats. Heart rate should be up. Keep moving, swaying, stepping. We go in 3, 2, 1. Sink down, come up. Sink down, come up. Exhale as you lift and twist. Find that balance you have. Five more seconds. 3, 2, and last one. Hold on to that weight. 15 seconds when we do our stiff-legged deadlift. Catch your breath. Don't stop moving. And let's hit it. Side 1, weight stays close to your legs. Side 2. If you're bold and you think you need to reach with a heavy weight, you're putting too much strain on your back for what we need to do today. This is challenging you to find your balance, get that hip stability going. Ten seconds. Hinge over as far as you can. And 3, 2, and 1. Put the weight down. This time, let's do plank to side plank. I forgot how much I liked doing that big rotation. I'm all about rotation. If you want to do this on an incline on your sofa, that's fine. On your elbows, it's gonna be a little harder, but if you need that for your wrists and your forearms, go for it. The rest of us, we're gonna go in 3 seconds. Let's find our plank and roll it up. If you want to get fancy, you could add a push-up, but I'm not asking you to do that today. And if you're done, you're done. Everything's different, right? Some days you're on fire. Some days you want to crawl back into bed. Whew. 3, 2, I'm going to even up my sides. There we go. And we are done with round 1. Or 2 rounds of set 1, however you want to talk about it. Grab a drink. Take a little bit of time. And then we'll do our second round. So we have technically 8 more minutes of work with little breaks in between. We're doing good. It's hot. It was cold last night. It was raining. It was overcast. Now the sun's coming out and it's just getting steamy. Kind of felt like Seattle last night. Not used to having so much rain. No, yes. Rain, no. Hips out side to side. Let's take another 25 seconds or so. We're going to start with sledgehammers. And instead of alternating sides, which gets awkward, I want you to pick kind of a heavy enough weight for you. So it feels like you're picking up a sledgehammer. And hold it with both hands. And as you wind up and slam down, your abs are stopping that momentum. So let's go 20 seconds on one side. You have to exhale and brace. Keep it out of your back, keep it all in your abs. Get ready to change directions. Here we go. Turn your feet, come back around. Woo, it feels weird going to the other side, doesn't it? This is how you avoid overuse injuries in wood chopping season. Last one, here we go, and rest. We need 2 weights, so you may want to go a little bit lighter, depending on how you're feeling and what weights you have. We have our squat with the overhead reach. You know me in squats. Not my fave, but I do them anyway. So feet are in a comfortable squat position. Sink it down, reach up and push, and punch, and punch, add power to it. Go down slow, hop up fast. And breathe. This is exhausting. You got this. 10 seconds. And rest. A little slower next one. Our chest press lat pull. Let's roll your shoulders. Maybe swing your arms just a little bit gently. And let's bring our arms up into goalposts. 40 seconds. Chest press, lat pull. Trying to keep your elbows at 90 degrees. Good job. You guys are awesome. Beautiful work this morning. Ooh. 10 seconds. Pace yourself. You need to stop. You need to pause. You need to slow down. Last one. This is your workout. You're doing as much work as you can for you. You need to stop and come back. You're pushing yourself. That's fine. Let's come down on the floor. We're going to stretch out those shoulders and hips a little bit. So we're going to start in a bridge position. Whew. Everything lined up. We're going to lift up our hips and take one arm and reach overhead to the opposite corner. Come back down. Lift up and reach. Stretch through your back, stretch through your shoulders. Try not to let your knees collapse in. You're pressing down through your feet. Lower body is stable, upper body is stretching and moving. And rest. Hug your knees in. Let your back rest onto the floor. Flatten down onto the floor. Nice big easy breaths. Circle the knees. Check in that everything is feeling okay. And I'll have about 45 seconds till we get up and start round 2. So you can hang out on the floor. You can get up and stretch. You can get up and get a glass of water. Get up and get a towel to mop your brow. Open a window, get a fan. Time flies when I talk. We have 20 seconds left. Sledgehammers. Heaviest weight for this one. And we'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it around. Stick that landing. Squeeze those abs. Use that hip. Control the weight. It's always, you control the weight does not control you. One more, get ready to switch, turn your feet around and unwind. Let's go the other way. Whew. There you go. Five seconds. And last one, rest. Shifting to lighter weights. We have our squat with the lateral reach with the punch. Think about going down slow, popping up fast. And I'll explain why if I can talk while we're doing this. Slow, 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 pop. Slow, 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 pop. So we have two types of muscle fibers. We have type 1, that helps us with endurance, doing things long and steady. We have type 2, that power us, that help us move faster, give us power. And as we get older, 5 seconds left, we lose type 2, faster and rest, faster than type 1. And when you lose your powerful fast twitch muscles that help you shift speeds, shift gear, shift everything, you start moving in one speed. And we don't want that. So we get the weights in our hands again. We have our chest press lat pull. So there's a time and a place for doing everything even paced. One of the reasons why we often vary the pace is so that we try to preserve those type 2 fibers in our muscles. And 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. We have one last set of bridges with reaches on the floor, and we're done working. Isn't that a miracle? Here we go. Hot, sweaty, grab a towel, put it underneath you. Setting up in your bridge. Arms are always extended. Lift up and reach as far back as you can. Press through your toes, press through your heels. And a straight arm reach. Nice. See lots of steady knees. Do one more each side. Reach and reach and hug your knees in. Check in with your low back. Make circles or rock side to side. Let's bring your feet down and do some easy windshield wipers. Just checking in, loosening up your hips. There you go. And then let's cross one ankle over the opposite knee. And pressing your knee away from you, twist down to the side your foot is going. So if your right foot's up, you'll go left and vice versa. And then bring it up. And we'll check in with the other side. See what your other hip is feeling like. And we'll twist down. And all this is in preparation for going into happy baby and linking up your hips and your back So come back to center, reach for your toes, your big toe, and pull your knees into your chest. And rock side to side gently. So you can get your lower back to relax. Make sure your rib cage is down on the floor and not popping up somewhere, flared towards the ceiling. Let's try to straighten one leg. Woo, not so easy. Bring that foot down, try to straighten the other leg. Let's do that one more time each side. Straighten. And straighten. Good. Bringing your knees up to tabletop. Let's do our windshield wipers thing by keeping your knees together as you go side to side. And then we're going to roll it all the way over. So hands by your shoulders. Let's start with the scorpion stretch. We're going to reach it up and reach with your foot to the floor somewhere behind you. Bring it back down. Lift up. Whoops. And reach behind you. I have too many things behind me. There we go. One more set. And come back down on your belly. Hands are by your shoulders. Squeeze your booty and prop yourself up. And look up. Shift all your weight to the left. Come back to center. Shift your weight to the right. And let's come up on hands and knees. Face the other way. There we go. Now I can see you. And we're going to rock just forwards and backwards, nice and easy. Knees can be wide. And then let's make that into circles. So we engage the back as well. 2, so maybe 3 in each direction. And 3 the other way. And then let's do a thread the needle, child's pose. One arm goes through. And try to bring your hips down to your heels, head to the floor, and both arms reaching in different directions. One's going across, one's going forward. And come up and we'll switch sides. And then back up on hands and knees. Let's tuck your tailbone, round your back, round through your shoulders, tuck your chin, and then lift your head. Get your shoulder blades together, drop your rib cage, lift your tailbone. Articulate that again, tailbone, rib cage up, shoulder blades up, chin tucked, head lifts, shoulder blades come together, rib cage drops, tailbone comes up. And then one more, your own pace. And let's finish. We did a quick shoulder stretch. Let's add the triceps. So let's take that arm up, reach down the middle of your back, and we're going to lean over to one side. All those obliques we worked earlier. Give them a nice big stretch right now. We're going to finish a little early. A little more time to go shower. Come on up. Let's switch elbows. Lean away from that side, get a nice big stretch. And bring it up. Bring that shoulder down and stretch. If you can't bring your shoulder down, bring the arm down. Here we go. And let's take our hands behind our back. I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can see. So you can do this seated in any position. I like doing this from my knees, except my foot just cramped. And you're going to forward fold. And then bring your arms down, walk your hands forward. You can do this as a straddle stretch or a child's pose stretch, doesn't matter. And then you can pat yourselves on the back. And we're all done.